Hi everybody, it's Kathy here and I'm playing along with the Pink Fresh Friday, and I believe this is the last one for 2024, but also altogether it's a bit of a shame because I just purchased all these brand new Pink Fresh for me of their Christmas range. Happy holidays, and I'm going to use that for this layout and obviously with some Christmas layouts in the future. So I'm just opening it up so you can see it's brand new, never opened it before, and I'm going to have a look at the papers to match my photos. And I really do like this one here with this frame. I think I will be using this one for my base. And then I'm just going through all the different papers to find one that I can use for complementary throughout this layout. And I think this pink is the one that I'm going to come back to, and I do like the pink because it correlates to my photos and it is the same colors that are used throughout the photos. So when I choose my papers, I always look at my photos and I use the colors that are complementary to them so that my photos will stand out, not blend into the background or be harsh against the background. I've got the two cardstocks which will be used for my die cutting, and I think I am going to go with that one. Yes, I like the pink lined side of it, but I'm also going to use the green side of it a fair bit as well. So to start with, I need a circle, and I'm going to use a circle cutter which I actually have a love-hate relationship with. One day I'll learn to use it properly, but at the moment I still struggle. And you see, I don't even move it, but it's the paper that moves, so maybe I need to washi the paper down so it doesn't move so that I can actually cut a clean circle. And here you can see how I don't cut a clean circle, but that's okay because I am going to build up around the edges of this circle on my layout. So I just trim off that bit that's not exactly perfect. And it's going to sit there on my layout, but I think I'm going to turn the lines on a diagonal so that it's not so harsh being horizontal. So I'm going to stick that down nice and flat, and as I said, I use the rest of that paper to create my embellishments and titles and so forth for the rest of the layout. So I use my dies to cut out 3 doilies in the pink and the mint, and I'm alternating them. And one of them I've used the lined paper, the pink side with the lined paper with the red scallop just as a feature, but I'm going to use that as my journaling tag. I have mounted my photos, one of which I've double mounted and one I've kept single mounted, and these are of our Starbucks first Christmas drinks this year. So every year we look forward to a Starbucks Christmas concoction, whatever it is that they're selling each Christmas, and this year they had a salted caramel pretzel and it was just amazing as the chiller. So of course I had to get a venti there, and my daughter in the background had a gingerbread latte. So they were our Starbucks Christmas drinks for the first round this year. And of course I do love the Starbucks colours and Christmas designs, and that's where the colours from the papers come to match those photos. On my die cuts, I have cut out these teacups. Yes, they're not coffee cups, but they are teacups and they are effective. And I've used the different paper leftovers from the circle one that I cut out to create the patterns of the cup. And as you can see, I've stacked them there and they look quite effective as a stacked series of cups to the right hand side. I'm just working with this extra doily there. I know that I want the third one there, but I have to put in my title, which I want to go around the circumference of the circle, and I'm actually calling this one Christmas in a Mug, because that's one thing Starbucks does do. I don't like Starbucks coffee generally, but at Christmas time they do have a nice blend usually, particularly in their chiller range, I find. So I just like to go and buy one, and I look forward to it. So this is Christmas in a Mug. That's my title. I'm just working with this extra doily, and I do think it needs to go here over to the side. And then I'm going to put in the holly leaves that I've cut using the mint and the red from that paper. And they are complementary to the photos, tying in the Christmas elements as well. So I'm just going to glue those down flat. I'm not going to pop those. I have popped the cups with foam tape. They are adding dimension and shadow to the layout. And then I'm going to go through the ephemera packs, and I'm going to choose the appropriate phrases and pieces that I feel complement this overall layout, which is a little bit tricky given that these are more winter oriented, and in Australia we're very summer oriented for Christmas, so I find that a little bit hard sometimes to get the right ephemera to match our seasons. So I'm just going to make sure that I find what I need, and these word phrases down the bottom, they're more what I will use for this layout. And I've just got holiday memories, and I've got love this, and I'm just adding a little sticker that says it's beginning to look like Christmas, and I'm just adding these onto the layout. Now I put it there originally, but I do move it because I don't actually want it sitting there. So I take off the love this, and I leave the holiday memories there, and that's how this comes together with those parts. Now I'm going to use the puffy stickers, which are also of this pack, and I'm going to use the little snowflakey type dots to build the clusters up. And I'm just popping in the tags there, the word phrases, so that I have got the 3 visual triangles happening. So I have a visual triangle with the words, and I have a visual triangle with the cut out doilies, so you can see how that goes. And I'm just adding in the journaling here onto the tag, and it's convenient that the lines are there. It makes it just nice and easy. So to finish it off now, I'm just going to add a few little extra highlights to the die cuts, and I'm using the white gel pen, which doesn't show up brilliantly at first, so I then defer to my black pen, and then I go over it again with the white, and that's just a little bit of a trick. The highlights are those little bit of details that add that little bit of extra to your layouts and your die cuts and makes them pop. So they're just little tricks to make your page stand out and not look so flat or two-dimensional. Just to finish off, I'm going to add in some red shimmers, just to add a little bit of sparkle that we all need for Christmas. And I'm doing that in the sets of 3 in the 3 doily spots, making that visual triangle very subtle and drawing your eye around the layout. So there you have my layout. You can see how I've put in all of those bits and pieces to the clusters. I can have my journaling on the layout. I had the die cut adding to it, and it's just saying spreading the joy, and that is so true. That salted caramel pretzel frappe really did spread the joy. So here's my layout. I hope something here is inspiring to you to get those Christmas photos scrapped for 2024. And remember, it's the daily life that we live, and that's the story that will be our history and what people will refer to in the future. So getting them into our albums is a bonus, and don't forget to check out all the other people who are playing along on this Pink Fresh Friday. My name's Kathy, happy scrapping until next time, and here's my next recommendation for you. Don't forget to subscribe.